Okay. Okay, we all have our preferences, ethics, beliefs. Everyone identifies themselves to be a certain kind, but how strongly do we hold on to them? Good afternoon, Jerry. Thanks for agreeing to let me interview you.
My pleasure.
Alright, so remember how we talk about the value systems and all the different legal school of thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
This interview is just a very quick one. It will be 3 questions. Without further ado, I'll just go on with it, okay? The first question is, when we talk about the Himalayas cave survival dilemma, and I present to you the different values, and just want to ask you, which school of thought do you identify yourself with the most, and why?
I identify with natural law theory, so I don't believe that they should be punished in any way because this is the law of survival. They did what they had to survive. Plus, everyone in the group agreed, and this is one of the most diplomatic way they can even survive. Like there could be other scenarios like they fight each other and end up very brutally and all that, but they all left in a civilized way for the sake of their friends. So I don't think they should be punished.
Let's move on to the second questions. So what do you think of the other two school of thoughts, such as legal positivism and realism?
So for legal positivism, I think it is quite unreasonable, especially because they were outside of society and outside of societal laws. They were in a survival situation. Like this cannot be helped. In fact, legal positivism says that there should be no exceptions. But when the law was created and decided with the all the lawmakers that gathered together, they actually make exceptions. Exceptions being what is the law, what isn't the law. So they are saying no exceptions, but on a law that makes exceptions. Like exceptions may be like walking is not a crime, eating is not a crime. All these are exceptions. The initial law was also based on somebody's morality and what is an exception. So therefore, I think it is quite bogus that they don't give exceptions, especially in this kind of scenarios. As for realism, I support realism. It also along the train of thought of naturalism also. I think I also identify as realism because realism is what you hope to achieve by punishing those people. And I believe that pragmatically, 5 survive by eating the 1 is actually quite pragmatic and it's better that the whole group survives, especially if everybody agrees. So by punishing the 5 for eating the 1, other people may be fearful of this law, even though it's in a survival situation.
Do you still identify with the same school of thought after the HIV dilemma was presented to you?
I didn't want to answer that. Then
Yeah.
now I'm being squeezed for an answer. This is damn hard because if they don't get the drugs, they also die in that situation. Before that, I identified with naturalism. But because this is more in a societal context, I know both cases are also the bout of survival. But then I don't think I have a good reason, but I identify more with realism and pragmatism. So the outcome of punishing this guy is you want to deter people from doing that. But there's also other solutions to deter others from doing that. So what this situation does is that while we cannot ignore his law-breaking deeds, especially when he profit from it, but then we also can look into why the drug costs are so high and why those people can't afford it because it's their lives, it's not morally right. For 40 days worth, you have to pay 4.5k for 40 days worth of survival, and realistically speaking, it's very difficult even in China where 4.5k a month is like your entire salary, or some people don't even earn that much. So the fault not only lies on that guy, but also on people who set the pills prices. They should punish him, but not extremely harsh. So they should punish him enough to show that yes, we do care about the law. Then they investigate why these prices are so high, and then they try and bring it down. So the punishment plus the bringing price down prevents people from breaking the law in his manner.
So it's in the duty of the office holders, right,